Hello friends, welcome to Live Traveling. Today we'll see
Top-rated tourist attractions in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is one of America's most important historical cities. At Independence Hall on July 4, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was adopted, and in September 1787, the Constitution was drafted. A century earlier, William Penn, a prominent Quaker and namesake of Pennsylvania, was a catalyst for the changes that transformed these British colonies into an independent nation. Liberty Bell Pavilion. The Liberty Bell has long been a symbol of freedom and independence in the United States. It rang to mark the signing of the Constitution, but contrary to popular myth, the big crack came in 1846, when it tolled in observance of George Washington's birthday. You'll learn this and other facts about the bell in the exhibits, and a film shows how abolitionists, suffragists, and other groups adopted the bell as a symbol of freedom. In the late 1800s, the bell went on tour around the country in an effort to conquer divisions left by the Civil War. The bell completed its journey in Philadelphia in 1915, where it has remained. Independence Hall originally served as the State House of the colony of Pennsylvania and is best known as the place where the Declaration of Independence was adopted by the Continental Congress on July 4, 1776. It was also where the Continental Congress met again 11 years later and wrote the United States Constitution. The highlight is Assembly Hall, where the Second Continental Congress met behind closed doors to discuss independence from the British. This is where the Declaration of Independence was signed and where George Washington was chosen as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. Independence National Historical Park. Independence National Historical Park is quite possibly America's most historic square mile. In addition to housing famous sites, such as Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell, many other important attractions line the cobbled streets of this old area. Independence Hall has seen some of America's most important historical moments and hosted some of its most famous founders. It stood witness to the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, and the creation of the United States Constitution in 1787. Philadelphia Museum of Art and the Rocky Steps. The Philadelphia Museum of Art contains one of the United States' largest collections of paintings and other artworks. Among the finest sections of the museum are the medieval galleries, which include pictures by Rogier van der Weyden and the Van Eyck brothers. In other rooms are Renaissance and Baroque works and art of the 18th and 19th centuries, including pictures by Van Gogh, Renoir, Toulouse-Lautrec, Manet, Cézanne, Monet, and Degas. A collection of 20th-century European art is represented by Picasso, Chagall, Matisse, Miro, Paul Klee, and other artists. There is also American art by the Philadelphia artists Thomas Eakins, Charles Willson Peale, The Staircase Group, 1795, and many others. In addition, there are fine collections of Asian art, with porcelain, jade, and oriental carpets. Reading Terminal Market. The market at Reading Terminal has been a National Historic Landmark since 1995 and is a deeply rooted Philadelphia institution. It has been in operation since 1893, when the Reading Railroad Company built this space beneath their new station to accommodate the farmers and butchers who had been using the area for their open-air markets for decades. The Barnes Foundation. Established by Dr. Albert Barnes, the Barnes Foundation is an integral part of Philadelphia's Parkway Museum District. It houses some of the world's biggest collections of French Impressionist and Post-Impressionist paintings, including the world's largest Renoir collection and more of Cézanne's works than there are in all of France. There are just short of 60 Matisse paintings, as well as numerous works by Degas, Manet, and Modigliani. Museum of the American Revolution. A must-see for any history buff, the Museum of the American Revolution is a fascinating trip back in time to the late 18th century to the conflict that helped form the United States. The museum has an excellent collection of artifacts from the time frame and does a good job of giving the visitor a taste of what life was like back then. Thoughtfully laid out galleries that are interactive, engaging, and educational make understanding the cause of the revolution easy. One of the highlights of a visit here is the original headquarters tent that George Washington used during the conflict. Philadelphia Zoo. The Philadelphia Zoo is home to a wide range of animals from around the world and is active in wildlife conservation and rehabilitation efforts, focusing on educating visitors about the ways humans impact the Earth's other residents. One of its most remarkable habitats is Big Cat Falls, a spacious area where the world's largest cats can roam among plants and flowing waterfalls, as well as explore the entire park through a system of tunnels that wind above other habitats, including the human visitors. Another favorite with both kids and adults is the African Plains habitat, where you can meet some of the zoo's most impressive residents, including giraffes, hippos, and a white rhinoceros. Rodin Museum, with close to 100 works by famous French sculptor Auguste Rodin, this museum contains one of the most extensive collections of his work outside France. The Rodin Museum includes plasters, bronzes, and marbles of some of Rodin's most famous masterpieces. In the outdoor sculpture garden, visitors can view some of his best-known works, including the thinker and Rodin's seminal work, The Gates of Hell. Rodin's career was remarkable for his unconventional training and his philosophy that sculpture should stay true to the natural form, and he is considered the father of modern sculpture. The Franklin Institute Science Museum. This creative museum is a tribute to scientist Benjamin Franklin, complete with a huge marble statue of a seated Franklin located in one of the large halls. The Franklin Institute Science Museum, which is in fact several museums under one roof, displays many of Franklin's own experiments.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe.